Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the mechanic series. Today we're going to cover the front flip flick. If you guys don't mind dropping a quick like, sub, comment, it helps the channel out, it helps me. I really appreciate it. But other than that, let's go. Alright, we're in free play. So if you guys want to do a front flip flick, every flick has one requirement, and that is for you to be able to dribble with the ball on top of your head like this, okay? And especially if you can keep it on your head and place it where you want to, that's also going to be really helpful. But again, if you guys have trouble with this, I already have a tutorial. I'll leave it up there in the top right of the video there. And that's a comprehensive tutorial I made for how you guys can get the ball on top of your head so that we can start doing flicks like that, right? Or like this. I'm going to go on a limb here and say that the front flip flick is the easiest flick in the game to learn. And then if it's not the easiest to learn, it's the easiest to execute of all the flicks that you can do in Rocket League. And that's just simply because all you need to do a front flip flick is a front flip. That's all you have to do. Just if you can do that, just front flip like this, then you can do the flick. No problem. So once you guys get the ball on top of your head like this, the only thing that matters at that point is placement. So are you more in front of the ball or are you more behind it, right? Now for this flick in particular, I need you guys to be more behind the ball than in front of it, because what's going to happen for this flick to work properly is we need to use the entire back half of the car. So like if I cut my car in half like that, the bit to the right there is all the rest of the car that's going to use to flick it up. So basically you're using from the engine part all the way back to the spoiler to do the flick. And then when you do it, your spoiler comes up. And then if you do it right, it should look something like this. Okay, you guys, if we look at the footage here, right, let's see what I do. So I just immediately front flip, and then we can see clearly that the back end of the car is what hits the ball, right? Boom, just like that spoiler end, right? Just this area right here. And then what happens is that that back end comes up and out and flicks the ball, just like that. There we go. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. It's as simple as that. Just get a good dribble. Place the ball, front flip, like you normally would, like that. Just go for it. Maybe you could, if you want to, you can maybe delay it a little bit. Like, don't do it right away. Maybe jump or delay between the X inputs a little bit. Maybe like that. It just depends. But, that's all you gotta do. And just real quick, I want to talk about why the front flip flick is so good, alright? The reason the front flip flick mechanic is so good is because what it can do for you is it basically sets you up to defeat 2 defenders if you do it right. So if I do this, I beat 1 defender, and then guess what? Look at that recovery, right? I'm basically on the ball again. So that's one really cool thing about front flip flicks is that you can beat 1 with the flick like that, right? Beat 1, and then look, you never leave the ball. The ball's like, what I mean? You're still close to it, and you're still a threat. So let's say I beat the 1 right here, and then I'm still on the ball, right? He has to watch for me, and then I can, do something out of that. So the beautiful thing about this flick is just the amount of, you can just stay so close to the ball even after flicking it, right? And you can just go for anything that you want immediately, like that, So, I mean, I'm being dead serious, guys. You can flick someone from back here and then have the rest of the field to dribble and do what you want. So if you guys are really good, you can flick from back here, and then if you're really solid, you can turn that into a dribble. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say here, guys, is that being able to stay really close to the ball even after you flick it gives you a lot of great options for outplays. And just to add one more reason why I like flicks like these is that it adds another level of depth to your gameplay, because where before maybe you'd be stuck on the ground kind of like this and not be able to get it up. If you can start to learn to dribble and flick, what you can do is you can start, utilizing things like the backboard here. Like that, see? And ooh, that was just bar down. It was nice, right? Like, it just puts a lot of pressure down on your opponents. It's just really good. Alright, you guys, that'll be it for today's tutorial. If you guys found that helpful, let me know. And if it did help, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you think. The front flip flick is a very powerful but very underrated mechanic, and it opens up a lot of doors, so I highly, highly recommend that you guys put the time in to get better at it. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.